WanderingWinder here. Grab a look at the kingdom. Okay, so we want to get an ambassador, and do we want to get an ambassador? We could also take hermit, or just go for some gear money thing. But I think there are potentially a lot of points here on conquest. And it's a little bit hard to build, but not that hard. Let's go for the ambassador. Maybe ambassador and a hermit. The talisman this early I'm not in love with. What is the point of that? Let's get a forager to help me clean up a little bit. Here I think I want to do this. So I kind of have 3 thinners now. Ugh! Not drawing any of them is pretty sad. Let's take another forager. I guess we're going to run this playback. I think the gold is better than nothing. Maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't really help you get deck control, but oh well. Take a village and a troop. Start to get drawing. Which means a gear here. We may ditch this hermit now. Well, probably not. Could just gain more 3s with it. It's pretty decent for that. We're going to need more gears and some villages. A talisman now I would start to think about. Okay, let's set this hermit aside. It might be able to trash something later. Let's get a village, and is it too late for talisman? We'll go under the assumption that it's not, but I'm really not sure. This is going to be the end of the hermit, because I don't want to buy anything, but I don't want to regain another hermit here, so because I need to get draw up. But that's fine. The villages are the important. There's a couple ways to draw cards because you got hounds on top of villages, or hounds on top of gears. If you empty the villages here, I mean, there's also troops, I guess, but maybe I'm just gonna buy a hound here. And I can quest for another gold. The thing is, if we're both doing this, the piles are going to run on villages, hermits, and whatever, a third pile. Maybe there isn't going to be a quick, probably gears. So the big conquest thing probably won't happen, is I guess what I'm saying. Let's not set anything aside for the moment. This is 4, 6, 7. Could be 8, but 8 doesn't help, and keeping the estate lets me do better stuff later. I think I need to take this last village, despite it not being the best thing ever. We'll take those. Okay. We can head for taking more troops. Okay. Well, I think it's time to get rid of you. We'll trash you. Take another troop. Take another troop. And a gear. So where do we stand? You have 4 settlers. I don't have any. We each have 1 hound. You don't have any troops. We each have 2 foragers. You have 2 hermits. I have 1. Piles are getting very low. Piles are getting very low. Wow, that's a lot of silvers to take. Okay, let's not set aside with this one. Let's do set aside with this one. And let's go province and hound. The provinces seem kind of important at this point because the piles are getting low. I'm a little surprised you took 2 silvers there. You're going to have trouble drawing as much as you'd like to. Maybe you're not trying to, maybe you're just trying to have reasonable turns, not massive ones. Is this last card a talisman? Are you going to buy a province? Or what? Okay, this makes sense as well. If I set these aside, forage a copper, hermit the gear, buy 2 hermits. Or I could set nothing aside. I'm not going to need all of this. Well, if I buy 2 hermits, then where are you in terms of being able to end the game? You get 3 hermits and a province. Can you do that? Last turn you did what all? What's in the trash? You still have an ambassador. You have 2 cards set aside. I don't think you're going to be able to do all that. Let's go for this. really feel that good about it. Maybe I should just take hounds. Mm, you can am me a hermit. You have a hermit. How many hermits in the trash? I have one. You have one. There'd be 3 hermits left. So you could hermit for a hermit, buy hermit, and buy province. I don't think you have enough money to do all that. I'm going to go for it. We'll see. Okay, well, you need to take the lead here. You might be able to, though. I don't think you're going to win on me, but kind of think it was a risk I needed to take. This is a much better turn than I was hoping my opponent would have. Oh, they have the madman. They found the madman. I'm probably losing. I've got to be losing, right? You hermit for a hermit, and you just need to buy province hermit. It's hard to think that you don't have the money to do that. Oh, you can even hermit for hermits. Well, that's not going to matter. Yeah, I messed up the end, probably. Although maybe I was just in bad enough shape that it didn't really matter. Anyway.